Very good. God bless you. This is video 29 of David, a family affair. We're sharing Joab, the warrior, a man without a conscience. Joab came back to Hebron after a battle, verse 22, bringing great spoil, and he was angry because David had let Abner go in peace. Then Joab came to David and rebuked him for doing so. Verses 24 and 25. Without the knowledge of David, verses 26, Joab sent messengers to Abner to come and meet him. Abner, the son of Ner, came and was killed by Joab, the son of Zeruiah. Verse 27. The father of Abner, Ner, and the father of Saul, the king, Kish, were brothers. This will make Abner and Saul cousins. David declares woe to Joab for killing Abner. Verse 29. David mourned for the death of Abner, chapter 3, verse 31 to 39, and all the people of Israel understood that it was not of the kings to kill Abner. Chapter 3, verse 37. When Saul's son Ishbosheth heard that Abner was dead, he and all Israel was troubled. Chapter 4, verse 1. Now this is fascinating. Here in a verse that looked like it was inserted here, 2 Samuel 4:4. This verse says that Jonathan had a son, Mephibosheth, that he was lame on his feet because his nurse dropped him when she was running. When she heard the news that Saul and Jonathan were dead. What this verse have to do with the story at hand? Or is it to remind us that Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, grandson of Saul, was there? Without this verse 4, the story will continue flowing uninterrupted. When Ishbosheth was murdered in his own house, in his own bed, by his own captains, chapter 4, 1 to 3, and verses 5 to 7, and they beheaded Ishbosheth and brought his head to David, thinking that they killed the king's enemy, and that they will be admired or rewarded for it. Chapter 4, verse 7 to 12. Then they were killed for their transgression. Then all Israel came to David into Hebron and anointed him for the third time king over all Israel. 2 Samuel chapter 5, 1 to 5. Abner's help to make King David was not needed after all. God can do this, his will, without the help of human hands. Isn't that something? 2 Samuel chapter 5, verses 6 and 12, with 1 Chronicles chapter 11, 4-9, goes like this. Now David went to Jerusalem, which at that time was named Jebus. The Jebusites were the inhabitants of the land, and they did not want David to come to them. Notice that in 2 Samuel, Joab is not mentioned at all. Notice also that in verse 8 of 2 Samuel chapter 5, David said that whoever smite the Jebusites first shall be chief and captain. Though the words were in italics, they were not italicized in 1 Chronicles. So we read that Joab went first, and he became the chief and captain of the king's army. For the next 33 years, we continue on the next video.